your locks aren't growing? Chances are they are. You're just missing the sign. Today I'm sharing 35 ways to tell if your locks are growing so you can finally see the progress that you're waiting for. Our first sign, increased length between retwists. This means your new growth feel longer each time for a retwist or even when you take out your style. Another sign, longer ponytails or buns. Styles you used to struggle with all of a sudden can hold more easy. I know my ponytails was how I first discovered my locks was growing. Another sign, your locks are starting to hang more on your shoulder or your neck. Your locks are starting to touch areas that they have never touched before. This means your locks are growing. Another sign, visible new growth at the root. This means you notice thicker, fuzzier new growth. It's more closer to your scalp. This means your locks are growing. Another sign, more hair weight. Locks start to feel slightly heavier as they gain length and density. This means your locks are starting to. Another sign, your locks are starting to fall in your face more, meaning they shift into your eyesight, or even when you bend or turn your head, it's in the way. This means your locks are starting to. Another sign, your lock accessories start to sit a bit lower. This means beads, this means cuffs, and the wraps start to appear further down. This happens over time, but this is a sign that your locks are growing. Another tip, noticeable changes in the mirror selfie. Photos from months ago show shorter locks. Another sign, tighter elastic or hair tie, meaning it takes more effort to get your hair into a ponytail or to wrap elastic around your hair. This means your locks are growing. Another sign, neckline changes. Your locks touch your shirt, your collars, your hoodie, even jackets differently. This means your locks are growing. Another sign, consistent photo comparison. Taking monthly photos shows visible changes. This means your locks are growing. Another sign, measuring locks with tape measure. You start noticing half an inch more increase over months ago. This means your locks are growing. Another sign, tracking retwist interval. If your locks start to unravel slower, that means you're retaining length. This means your locks are growing. Another sign, video timelines. Comparing past videos to current ones shows length process. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, growth journal entries. Sometimes you may record your growth in your journal. Observations over time means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, seeing lock shadows on clothes. Shadows from your locks fall longer in your outfit. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, friends and family start to begin to compliment your hair. Others are noticing that your hair's looking more fuller and more natural and longer. This means your locks are getting. Another sign, your lock styles last longer. More length means the style can last longer. Braids or twists, they simply just hold better. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, it's way easier to create complex, simple styles. Updos and buns become more simpler. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, more lock movement. Your hair starts to sway a little bit better when you walk or when you turn your head. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, fuller lock thickness. Growth isn't just about the length, but your locks may expand as it grows. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, softened end. Older length feels more flexible and less stiff. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, the budding process. Younger locks show more budding further down the shaft. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, length in wet hair. Locks hang more noticeably and longer when wet compared to before. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, shrinking changes. You notice less shrinkage over time. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, matured ends start to close, meaning they retain length. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign is in more sections. As they mature, your retained growth looks more polished. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, locks are resting on the shoulder. The feeling of lock brushing your shoulders is more common. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, tapering, meaning new growth thickens and pushes all the hair forward. This means your locks are getting long. Another sign, more volume in ponytails. The ponytails look extremely full compared to regular. This means your locks are getting long. Another sign that your locks are getting long. Shower time adjustments. It takes longer to wash your hair and it takes longer to rinse your hair. This means your locks are getting longer. Longer drying time. More length means more water is retained while washing. This means your locks are getting longer. Another sign, your locks start to get caught in clothing straps, bag, necklaces, and hoodie strings and snag a bit more. This means your locks are getting long. Another sign, your pillowcase start to feel more full, meaning more hair length and volume spreads across the pillow. This means your locks are getting longer. If you're somebody that's just starting their locks and watching this, or you're in the process of your lock journey currently, I want you to know, take monthly photos from the same angle every single and the same lighting. Can't forget the lighting. You won't notice growth day by day, but those side by side photos will show you just how far you've come, and this will keep you motivated on your lock journey. I want you to know that your locks are growing, and even if you don't see it every day, keep caring for them, and in a few months you'll look back and you'll be so amazed. If you're interested in more videos, you can be sure to subscribe to my channel. We post every Monday at 3 p.m. and if you're interested in more tips, you can check out my lock playlist that I'll have right here that will help you on your journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.